excited tonight. Welcome back to the show on this day. This day where I can say... No, I'm very excited because my first guest tonight is a huge influential author, internationally acclaimed. Her latest novel, The Wolf Gift, is already a New York Times bestseller. It's now in stores. Please welcome the phenomenal Anne Rice, everybody. Anne Rice. Welcome. Now, first of all, before we even begin to compliment you on how awesome your outfit is, especially your choker, that's what they call them, right? Chokers?
Yeah, cameo brooch, whatever.
That's what I meant, yeah. Cameo brooch. I want to apologize because, you know, the last time you were here, there was only 4 minutes to do the interview and we had to send you home.
Oh, what? That happened?
Yeah, no, not really. Hey, congratulations on the book, The Wolf Gift. It's a bestseller now. It's number one. Did you know that?
It's number 3, actually.
No, it's number 1 by now. Oh. I checked. We checked.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, I haven't read this one yet, but there's 2 things I got a problem with. One, looks more like a lion than a wolf.
That's true. Yeah, it's the wide nose that does it for me there. You see that wide nose?
Yeah, it doesn't look like a lion.
No,
I mean like a wolf.
No, my hero is really a man-wolf, and he's very handsome, you know.
Really?
Yes.
My hero, too.
So glad to hear that.
No. Now, listen, the thing is, I mean, you're kind of responsible for this whole new vampire, glampire thing that's going on now, really, aren't you?
You think so?
I think so. With Interview with a Vampire, I think that started it all off.
You think?
I do, yeah.
Oh.
Do you feel in any way culpable for that?
Culpable? I don't know. Yes and no. Somebody would have done it, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, your vampires were vampires, though. I mean, Lestat's a vampire.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's like, all that stuff. Exactly. Not that kind of, oh, I care about your feelings. He wasn't doing that.
Not all the time, anyway.
Yeah. Do you have a strict code for your own vampires? You think, well, no, vampires have to be A, B, C, D, E. You have a set of rules, or you just make it up as you go along?
I make it up as I go along, but they have to be glamorous, and they have to be sort of mythic for me, and they have to be a little bit otherworldly.
Menacing, perhaps.
The new vampires coming out today are not quite that way.
No, they're kind of like vampires from the food court.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's kind of like, I can't really imagine myself being really menaced by Edward. It's like, if he came up went like that, I'd be like,
right.
Hello.
That's true. That's true.
I used to, did you ever watch the old Hammer horror movies?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
loved them, yeah. Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee, yes. Right. He was Dracula.
Dracula. Yeah, very scary.
You must have read Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I did finally read it. It took me years, but I read it.
Terrifying book.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's very scary.
Really, really very frightening.
I took it out of the library when I was a kid, but I was so scared by it that I took it back, actually. I had no idea that I would one day...
I did the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, when I was about 15 or 16, I went to read it because I thought, the first part of the story, when they go to the tomb at the very beginning of the book, I was like, I can't go through with it. It's too frightening. The air of sickness and menace and malevolence, and no one's near the food court. It's very... Do you ever frighten yourself when you write?
Well, yes, well, no. It's hard to describe. If I'm reading...
My type of woman.
If I'm thinking it over... Yeah, I can be frightened. Yeah. But most of the time, I get the fear out when I'm writing. I write about the things that I'm really scared of, and then I'm not so scared of them anymore.
Does that work?
Yeah, it works.
Really?
Pretty much.
That's fantastic. You conquer your fears and earn a bit of cash at the same time.
Sometimes.
That's
works
kind
that
of
way.
Lovely.
Works that way.
What for you is the darkest monster you've created, do you think?
Oh, I guess, well, Lestat has a dark side, certainly.
Yeah, no kidding.
And he's my hero, you know, but he definitely has a dark side, and he's capable of terrible things. But I think it's a ghost last year in the book The Witching Hour that I wrote.
Yeah.
I think that ghost that haunts this house in New Orleans and can appear at any time in a mirror or right next to you. That was one of the scariest things I wrote. Yeah.
Do you believe in the other world yourself?
I do.
Yeah?
I do, yeah.
Have you any experience with that?
Nothing. I've never had a supernatural experience of any kind whatsoever.
Let me
Nothing.
tell you about mine.
Okay.
Actually, I think I've had a few. Yeah, I'm from not originally from LA. I'm from Scotland, and my wife and I were over there at a friend's wedding. We were staying in this very old house in Scotland for the wedding, and after the wedding, she went to bed. I was in the bathroom, and there was a mirror in the house, and it went like this. Like that, you know, it was one of those kind of tilty mirrors, and it moved around like that. And I was brushing my teeth, and she said, "I think there's a ghost in here." I was like, "Yeah, Scotland. What are you going to do?" But I think there sometimes, and then I went to a haunted hotel in Omaha.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I nearly crapped my pants when I was there. Have you never ever been around the presence of anything? You've never
Nothing.
And yet you believe.
I do believe, and I'm kind of obsessed as a writer with the supernatural and with things that scare us, yes.
Why do you think that happens? Why do you think somebody becomes a writer in the supernatural, somebody goes to crime, someone goes to, romance? What?
No idea. It seems to be just a card you're dealt. Because it is like that. I mean, I was trying to do a lot of different things when I was a young writer, and then I wrote this Interview with a Vampire, this short story, and it was just a whim. Interview a vampire, what would he tell you? What would it be like if you were a reporter? And it opened a door that changed my life, as the cliche goes. I discovered through supernatural fiction how to write about what really mattered to me.
Are you a Jungian? Do you believe in the collective unconscious?
Well, I hear about it, but I never read Jung. I don't know.
I think you're kind of. I mean, the way you talk about writing is kind of quite shamanistic in your approach, right? You feel do you feel like you open a door and it's given to you?
I do kind of feel that way.
Right, that would be quite Jungian, I think. I'm a Jungian. Jeff's a Freudian. Oh yeah, you should meet, of course. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. You're not freaked out by skeletons, I suppose? Not really.
Me, no.
No. So why did you go to werewolves from the vampires?
Well, I'd never done werewolves, and a friend suggested it. Jeff Easton, a producer. He's a producer of White Collar on the USA channel.
Right.
And he just happened to send me an email in which he said he'd watched a documentary on werewolves and werewolf literature, and he said, if you ever tackle that, I will buy buckets of hardcovers. Just a nice little nudge there. Do you ever think about doing it? And for some reason, it actually did spark the desire in me to go in that direction. I was at a point where I was frustrated with what I was writing.
Right.
And I really wanted something new, something brand new.
Right.
And I thought, well, of course, why don't I try this? And I wrote up a treatment for a TV, basically, about 40 pages, and sent it off to my agent, and he liked it, and he was very enthusiastic about it. And then I thought, I really want to turn this into a novel.
Oh, good for you. Well done. You don't want to get into TV, you just waste it.
Well, I love TV, actually.
I quite like TV too, some of it. Some of it. Not
But I mean,
best.
for me, the novel, of course, is the most important.
Well, your novel, you've got complete power. You can do anything you like.
Oh,
you don't have to deal with
totally.
guys like that over there saying, commercial break time, which it is. But, end of the chapter. Yeah, all right. You see the 4 zeros there, that's him passive-aggressively telling me that time is up. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So we'll take a break, and then we'll be right back. We'll be right back with Anne Rice.
Che cosa guardi, eh? Mi stai spogliando con gli occhi? Poverino, non puoi farne a meno. Sei persa pensando che sarò tua per sempre.
It's very good.
I'm glad.
Me too. It's kind of awkward when it sucks. Like if you got an author out and then you read a little bit and you go, oh, this is dreadful. But this isn't. This is very good.
Good.
All right, I don't have time to do this right now. So it's we're out of time. What do you fancy? Awkward pause, mouth organ, or the big
Mouth organ.
Oh,
Whatever
really?
that-
No,
yeah.
wait to hear all the options.
Okay, all right, good. Do it again.
Mouth organ,
Yeah.
awkward pause, scary pause from beyond the grave,
Okay.
or big cash prize
Scary pause
from beyond the grave. Great.
Okay.
All right. Wait, please don't applaud. You haven't seen it yet, and I don't know what it's going to be. All right, so I think what we probably need is some... oh, Jeff, let's bring the lights down a little bit. Let's see if we can do that. We'll bring the lights down, if that's possible, to bring them down even more. Oh, nice. All right. Bless you. I mean, really, you couldn't have held it just for a second? All right, so now it's kind of darker. Jeff, I'd like some scary beyond the grave noises, please. Okay.
It's pretty scary.
No, that's not scary at all. Here, I'll try and do a scary mouth organ from beyond the grave, and then you you want to do it too? Yeah, why not? Here, there you are.
Oh, you're kidding. My gosh.
Yeah,
all right. All right.
Yeah, just give that a whistle.
Okay. At the same time?
Why not? Not that scary though, is it? It's more companionly around a campfire. All right, what about this? No. Oh.
That's very good. Very good.
You scared now? Yeah.
Yes, I'm very scared.
You better write about this then, eh?
I will.
You are a delight, young lady. Thank you so much. And rise, everybody.